video for you as your student's case manager, and this is to serve as a tutorial video on how to complete the e-signature process on SEIS Sign. Specifically, we use SEIS Sign because our IEP documents are all filed under SEIS, which stands for Special Education Information System. Just as a heads up. So that's why if you get any sort of emails from anything that says SEIS Sign attached to it, that would be from somebody like me. And you usually see it through SEIS Sign. Moving forward, we're going to start this tutorial video. I'm going to stop at various points to explain some parts in a little more detail. So if we can just follow along, and hopefully this tutorial will help. That is my plan.
Welcome! The Eldorado Selpas have created this quick video tutorial to address commonly asked questions. Following the tutorial, we encourage you to explore our professional learning catalog by scanning the QR code at the bottom of the screen. Let's get started.
Once the e-signature package is created, the signers will receive an email and text message within 15 minutes. The text message will include the password needed to open the documents.
Okay, so this is the first part that I want to stop at. Anytime you receive an email from SEIS Sign, and it should always come from noreply@seissign.org or some email ending with seissign.org. And you will always get a password to go along with anything that you'll need to sign. Generally speaking, the password would be something like Springs123 with a capital S and an exclamation point at the end, just due to password requirements on SEIS. That's a typical password that you might get from a case manager such as myself, and that's what I use for pretty much all signatures that I need, so it's easy for the parents to remember. But just following back a little bit there, you will always get a password. If you don't get a password, feel free to reach out, and I should be able to help you with that. And that goes for any other case managers that you may have while your student is receiving special education services. Any signatures would come from whoever the current case manager is. In this case, it would be me. And you'll want to have that on hand before you go through the email that would come through SEIS Sign. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to continue the video now.
To begin, click Review Documents.
So it's going back real quick. So that's going to be your first step. So after you get the email, you're going to very explicitly click on where it says Review Documents. That's going to bring up a new browser tab, browser window, one or the other, but something will pop up when you click that link. Not link. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, and when you do so, when you go from the email, you click Review Documents, it's going to bring up a page that's going to look kind of like this. It might not look exactly like this. Mine, in my experience, don't include the language button down there. Mine usually just contain, the document password box, and then you type that in exactly as the password is given, and then you would click View Document. If for any reason Spanish forms were to be required or are required, I can always send forms in Spanish as well. If an IEP needs to be fully translated into Spanish, though, that's a little bit different, and that's something that if you need for any reason, just let me know. But just to recap, now that you're on this screen, when you finish clicking on the link in the email, you'll enter in your password and you'll click View Document.
Input the password that was used in creating the e-signature package. If the e-signature package was created in both English and Spanish, the signer will need to choose a language in which to view the documents. Click View Document.
Okay. Once you get get to the actual form, once you enter in the password and you click the other button to continue, you'll see a page like this. Now, this is a very specific example of, say, if somebody was signing for an IEP, this is what you would end up seeing. If you're signing any other documents like assessment plan docs, you'll see you won't see this particular document, like you won't see an IEP, but you'll see the specific assessment plan document that should show up when you go through your emails to sign for stuff like that. Meeting invitations, meeting notices can also be sent through SEIS Sign as well. So there's multiple documents that can be sent through SEIS, SEIS Sign specifically, not just IEPs. IEPs are one of them, but you'll see IEPs, meeting notices, assessment plans. Those are the three big documents that I've tended to see get sent through SEIS Sign. So those are what you should expect when you go through and look through a document on this page. In your case, I know that you will be looking for an assessment plan document, which again, that would show up right here. And yeah, you then go down the page. If you want to obviously, look through the document before signing, you would just, scroll through it. There's the little bar right here, so, you can scroll up and down to view the entire document. I have had occasional issues with parents not necessarily knowing how to get down to the bottom of the page to sign. If you see my cursor right here, so if you have your cursor right here over the document and you try to scroll down, that will scroll down the document. If you move it out of the document box there and then scroll down, that should move the page down so that you can find the signing options. I'm going to go continue the video, and you should see that.
Read through the document.
And like you saw there, when they got through the document, they were able to scroll down to the signing options. Those signing options can also, like I said, if you just move your mouse outside of the document box up there and just scroll down, you can just go ahead and go right down to the signing options. But obviously, I would expect that you would want to read through it before you sign anything. So you can just basically scroll through the document, and once you reach the end, you'll scroll all the way down to what you see here. Next part is going to go over the different participation options that you would sign one of these documents for. Now, this is what you'll see for an IEP signing. You might see something a little bit different if you're signing the assessment plan documents. I believe have just been sent back over. So because of that, you might not see this this might not be like a one-to-one match, just to let you know. But if you do consent to, say, a document that is sent to you, you would just click over here to where it says consent. If you have parts of a document that you do not consent to, like if you have parts of an assessment plan that you don't agree with or don't think maybe need to be tested, if you have any objections to any document, and I mean any, you would click right here on this dot where it says, I agree with this document, comma, with the exception of blank. And then you would put in any objections you might have into the box there. And And of course, you have the other options here, like you could decline, etc., etc. But yes, these options here, these are for signing for an IEP. You should, I believe, see different options for signing an assessment plan document or a meeting notice. So, like I said, it might not be a one-to-one match. So again, just letting you know.
And select a consent or participation option.
These options down here, participation only, are probably so they can apply to you, but it depends on the circumstances. So if you are the parent who is the parent of the child, you would use these ones up here. So long as if you have the educational rights for your children, you would use the section up here that says consent. And I presume that is the case. So you would use this section up here. If you were just participating in, say, an IEP or something, you would use one of these options down here. This section right here in the middle that says, if my child is or may become eligible for public benefits, I authorize the LEA district to release student information. So this section right here in the middle, the one talking about Medi-Cal benefits. So that's just a simple I agree or I decline. Selecting I agree on that just authorizes us to release student information for the very specific purpose of billing Medi-Cal or Medicaid in order for us to basically be reimbursed in that sense. Okay,
this encompasses all forms within the electronic signature package.
All right, so I just skipped forward a little bit. The section at the bottom, this is where you're going to actually sign. And what you'll do is you'll basically just drag your mouse over there and leave your signature. And when you're done, you'll click on Submit Signature. If you want to redo your signature, you just click Clear and do it again.
Finally, sign the document and click Submit Signature. Once signed, the recipient is able to download a PDF of the e-signature package. After all recipients have signed, the recipients will receive an email with a link to download the signed copy of the document, which includes the electronic signature cover page. Once all signatures are obtained, the case manager will receive a message in the SEIS Message Center, and the status of the e-signature package will say ready.
So the rest of I apologize. So the rest of this is more stuff for me, but everything else that was covered in the video applies to signing. So you shouldn't need anything else from this video that hasn't already been covered. Yes. So that actually will wrap up this tutorial video. Hopefully that was a little bit more specific and will help you when it comes to signing these documents. I'm going to go and send you a link to this video, and hopefully you'll be able to sign after this. And yes, if you have any questions, just feel free to let me know. Thank you.